All right, folks, we are back for another False Nine. It's been a while since we've done one. I think me and Buddy were just talking off camera, so we'll kind of share what we're doing here now too. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. Buddy started an RSS feed today, finally, for some people that have been asking for it to be in audio form, podcast form. So please go find us on Apple, Spotify. Give us a follow. And I think, Buddy, the goal as well. Let's shoot for once a week from here on, if we can.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, right? We'll try. It's
Yeah.
definitely going to be more than like once every 4 or 5 weeks the way we've been doing it.
Yeah,
so,
and it's just too tough to always get the J's, you know? Like, it sounds great there, but like it's so tough.
Yeah, it's tough. So the audio is going to be a little bit down. We're doing this not virtually. Whatever the fucking what the word is. Yeah, by StreamYard. So we have a special guest on today because we have a big weekend of soccer coming up. We have Joshinho, Josh Shuza. Follow him on Twitter. It's our resident Portugal expert. Okay, that's what I'm going to call you, Josh.
Yeah, I'm your boy, not a special guest. I'm your friend, your boy.
Yeah. Exactly. Huge game tomorrow, and hopefully Tuesday. Hopefully. Portugal plays Turkey for the right to qualify for the World Cup. It kind of feels like. What do you guys feel that with the World Cup being in like November or whatever? Doesn't it not feel like right now, like tomorrow's like this big World Cup qualifier? Doesn't it feel weird?
Yeah, like, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel Josh like that. Like, it's like this big. Like, I don't feel like people think that there's no way that Portugal isn't going to qualify. You know, or maybe it's that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird time because it is during Thanksgiving. We're gonna have the summer off.
Yeah,
but at least it gives us some time to get healthy, right? I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get into that. Let's talk about that. Josh, who is not playing for Portugal tomorrow that, in your opinion, would normally be a starter? I got one, right? Juan Concello doesn't get to play tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, he is out just for one game. So he
would
if they
be win, he's eligible for. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Perfect.
And so would Pepe. That's what I've been reading. If he has a clear COVID test, if he has a negative COVID test, he can go back on Tuesday.
I can't believe they're still doing that. I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, that was odd.
Is Concello out on cards like accumulation?
Yeah, so Concello and Ronaldo Sanchez would have been out for Tuesday's game regardless. But Ronaldo ended up getting hurt, so now he's out for both games. So is Reuben Diaz and so is Reuben Neves. Pepe has this COVID situation that he's out. Something happened on Porto on Sunday in this past weekend because their best forward, Taremi, in the Portuguese league was like withdrawn. They took him out of the starting 11 like an hour before the game. So that was odd.
They named him to the team.
Yeah, so he was named in the team, then they took him out from some COVID stuff. So I don't know if like we have Otavio's on Porto, and so is this kid Vitinha who got called up. He was on Porto. He was there with Pepe this past weekend too, and I'm assuming they're good to go because they passed their test or whatever it may be. But how they're testing is just
so. Let's start there. So Juan Concello, who let's say he's one of the best right backs in the world, he would definitely be starting against Turkey tomorrow. He's out.
Who's better than him? It's not a conversation right now, but who's better than him?
Maybe Trent. Maybe Trent. But Concello, to be fair, plays left back at City. He's the left back at Man City, and Kyle Walker's mainly the right back there. But Trent Alexander might be a little bit better. You know, right back wise, I would say was him.
So now let's get into the center backs. Reuben Diaz is out for both games. Is that correct?
He is out with the hamstring injury. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. And then Pepe, like you just talked about, is out for at least this game because of the COVID. So who, in your opinion, Josh, gets to start at center back against Turkey tomorrow?
I don't know. Who do you think?
So I think the dude Inacio. I think Inacio, right, the Sporting kid. I think he has to play. But see, the hardest part with people that like Fernando Santos, if you guys follow the Portuguese national team, it's trying to figure out the brain that is Fernando Santos, okay? Because this man is just so goddamn loyal to certain players that I could see Danilo starting at center back now tomorrow.
Yeah, and I actually like it. I don't know what Buddy think. What did you think, Buddy? Who do you think he's gonna go with?
I don't know enough about that. I was looking up the squad. I don't know enough about it. But that like if he did play Danilo back there, like at least you have someone who can kind of like make passes and stuff. But he has no recovery pace though, no?
Yeah, he's a big boy though, but like we are playing Turkey in a way. Like I think we can get away with playing with Danilo. I would play Inacio, who is he's like a natural lefty. He reminds me a lot of Reuben Diaz in a way.
Hold on one second. What is that, buddy? Are you hearing that, or is that just me?
I don't hear anything.
All right. I'm hearing mad static. Maybe that's just me. My fault.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well, the Inacio kid, what I'm saying, is a starting center back for Sporting, quality player. He's like really, really good. I think he can handle it, but the coach won't do that and throw him into that game right away. I feel like he's going to go Danilo and Jose Font and play William and Moutinho in the middle with Bruno Fernandes. That's what he's going to do. I have a feeling.
Okay, so that was my other question. So other than Inacio, it's back to Jose Font and Danilo.
Yeah.
It's you know, the like I feel like you're right, Josh. Like knowing Fernandes, he's not going to go anything new.
Dude, not
He's gonna
now.
stick to what he knows. He's exactly not now. So and then left back, it's Rafael Guerrero is all set to go.
Yeah, he's all set to go. I mean, I would love to see Nuno Mendes play, but to me, he really hasn't been doing much either. He had a couple games against Madrid in the Champions League, and honestly was kind of a letdown with all this hype and the price tag, right? That's kind of followed him. I mean, look at us. We have fucking Cedric Soares playing right back, and he looks unbelievable right now. Honestly, for Arsenal, I've been watching him play because actually Arsenal's been doing very well. So I've been kind of peeking at those games, and Cedric is like playing so good right now that I'm not even like worried about him or Rafael either.
So you think it's Cedric over like is the kid from Wolverhampton? Is he out?
Yeah, Semedo. Nelson Semedo is out. They have Diego Dalot, the Man U kid.
All right, so he'll definitely go with Cedric. Cedric won him a Euro 2016. He was a starter.
Yeah.
He was.
But he only trusts 15 guys, you know.
Yeah, like, you probably been watching Dalot more than me. How has he looked?
He looks great going forward. He has great interplay with Ronaldo and Bruno too, which like helps. Like he's not very good defensively, but like you said, they're playing Turkey. Maybe you don't need that. I mean, I don't think Turkey has any guys who like bombing down the wings. Oh no, of course not. We know we know how he is. He wants to not allow anything. But like my biggest complaint with Dalot is he takes like 5 shots a game. Everyone's off target. So it's okay every once in a while, but like you're wasting.
Or if you're gonna shoot that much, you got to get more on target than 0 from 5.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know where the balls come from.
So let's get to the midfield because this is the most interesting to me. So on consensus, I do think, Josh, I'm with you. I think it's going to be Cedric on the right back, Rafael Guerrero left back, Jose Font, and Danilo. Did we lose Buddy? Buddy?
No, I'm good. 1 second.
Okay. All right, there you go. So Danilo and Jose Font in the middle. So now let's get to the midfield. Do you think he goes a double pivot like with our boy AJ and all these people were saying the other day? And it's so funny, Josh. Like I was with Jeff Amaral and Slim last week watching the Friars game, and we were like, "There's no way he calls William again. There's just no way. Like we have so many midfielders, no way." And bang, he calls William, and we just started laughing. We're like, "This guy can't get enough of William fucking Carvalho. He just will never let him go."
But to be fair, I'm huge on like who's playing good right now, you know, especially in the last couple of months or so. And William actually has been. I can't lie and say I watch Real Betis's games every week, but he scored like a goal the other day where he got the ball on top of the box. He megged some dude and then he slid it in the side net. It was unbelievable. And then he's been playing even better since then. So I actually think he kind of deserves it right now, bearing what we got, you know what I'm saying? We don't have Sanchez.
So that's it. Let's go into who's out. So Neves is out. Say that again.
Reuben Neves is not going to be able to play. I would have started him and Renato Sanchez and probably somebody with like Bruno Fernandes or something like that. But we have some options, man. Honestly, Turkey is not good. Like they're not good to me. They've been struggling. They're in the playoffs for a reason too. You know what I mean? They were in the Euro Cup. They were terrible. I just don't see us struggling against them.
Especially at home. This game is at home, right?
Yeah, there should be no excuses. We have some options. Our bench players honestly could come out. We could field a bench team that will beat their A team, who I think was very weak.
So do you think he's going to go double pivot? You think it's Moutinho and William, though, two old
I wouldn't consider that the double pivot, to be honest with you. The double pivot is like the matching players in a way where William and Danilo, they're like the two same things. I don't like playing two guys that do the same thing on the field. Do you know what I mean? I like playing either William or Danilo at that position, and then somebody different like Moutinho or Bruno, Mateus Nunes or something like that, and then somebody even more attacking wise. You know what I mean? They got to have 3 different styles in there.
So let's go with this old team. So I think it's going to be William, Moutinho, and I think Bruno Fernandes in that underneath striker role.
Yep, absolutely. And then Bernardo up top with the right. and then Ronaldo, Jota, and then Rafael, Cedric, Font, Danilo, and then fucking Rui Patricio, who I think we should be on
All
the
right,
bench.
so let's
too.
get into that.
And
Let's get
that's
into
another
that.
thing. And that's
Yeah,
another
let's
thing.
get into that. Jose Sa has been one of the best goalkeepers in Europe, and this guy wasn't even called into the top 3 until Anthony Lopes got hurt from Lyon. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
That's crazy. That's right there a guy who's just like, I'm not picking anyone who I've never won with before. You got to, Josh, you said it before a few minutes ago, you got to go with guys who are in form. And I'm saying, all right, let's say you don't want to start this guy Jose Sa for the first time ever. You have Rui Patricio who you trust. Okay. But to not call him up until there's an injury, I thought that was like crazy. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
It really doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah, it really
he's
does
not better.
Patricio's old. Like, you need to. I know. Okay, like you said, maybe it's not this game, but like, why isn't he in camp? Like, it doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, man, he brought the kid Diego Costa up, and that's shocking. That was a shocking decision, but it's for nonsense. I mean, and there's another thing I actually wrote down. I wanted to ask you guys. Like, we all talk about him and say he's like, you know, what bothers me is the stubbornness, the way, like, he don't even know how to make subs, when to make subs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like wild. I'm like, dude, you're with these guys all the time. Like, and you practice with them. Well, not I should say all the time, because these national teams meet up. You know what I mean? It's awkward because they meet up for 2-3 days. They get thrown together, and now they play this big game, right?
Yep.
Big game, one game, and let's see what happens. It's kind of fucked up, but that's what it is. That's the beast of the nature of this.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at Portugal individually, we just said we think it's going to be Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Jota, and Bernardo Silva, right? All 4 of those guys individually are playing phenomenal, especially Jota and Bernardo Silva for their club teams are fucking killing it. Jota for Portugal literally can't get the fucking ball on net. Like, he'll wide open, can't get the fucking ball on net. You know? So, like, that's where I'm worried with. And Josh, okay, like you just mentioned him, Rafael Leão for AC Milan is absolutely in form. He is in fucking form. If we're tied 0-0, that's where I'm worried with Fernando Santos. He'll wait till the 85th minute of that game or something like that and not try to go for it in the 65th minute or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
like,
I feel
like
it.
Go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead, buddy.
No, it was like Josh said, though, he waits so long to make subs. Like you guys were talking about William Carvalho a little bit ago. That's my problem. Isn't with William Carvalho. It's that he gets to play 80 minutes. He should at a certain point, like, okay, they're not attacking you. Like, you can take off like your 6 or whatever. But
exactly, you could drop João Moutinho into that 6 role and you'll be fucking fine.
It's sad too that like you just know Rafa Leão is like has no chance to play tomorrow, and like why though? I don't think Bruno's been but like I don't think Bruno's been so great. You can play Bernardo there and him up top with them. Like, but I also think him as a sub could be game changing because his speed's like he's electric.
Yeah, we have some options, man. And also what I love about Leão, we have João Felix in the best form of his life.
Right.
Leão plays in the Italian league, right?
Yep.
Who, if we get to play Italy, like, I feel like that kid has to play because of this.
Yep.
No doubt about it. And who do we take off? I don't know, because Jota scores like 1 goal every single game. That's why, like, the Ronaldo sitting versus not sitting. And
we
like,
got
buddy, this is like a topic we could probably talk about for hours.
Yes.
Especially with myself, obviously. It's just like, yeah, Ronaldo does that hat-trick game, and it's like, wow, now he's got to play for Portugal, right? Because he's the man. He can deliver that moment for us. But then it's also like, how do you bench Bernardo or Jota or Felix or Leão? You know what I mean? Even Gonçalo Guedes, who's on Valencia, a Benfica player, is on form right now. He is unreal right now, scoring goals left and right in La Liga, and he's looking really good. Like, he's not even going to be, getting much minutes.
I think we need to dead that. Ronaldo is not sitting. If you want to, like, if you're in a stalemate or whatever and you want to take Ronaldo in the 75th minute, you're crazy. We're 2 games away from a World Cup. Now's not the time to do it because Ronaldo at any given moment, at any given time, he's the guy who's just a game changer. With his head, with his feet, he can be doing nothing the whole game. As we've said, he doesn't need touches anymore. Now, listen, does he press anymore? No, he's not going to do that shit. Like, he's just not. So the other guys have to fucking run more. Like, that's it. Get over it. You're not Ronaldo. You're not.
Yeah, like he can still like not press, and like I think that you can always have somebody in the team who's like not like one guy who's not gonna like work like that. But do you think there's value in him only playing 30 minutes and like giving it all he has? Like, okay, maybe he only gets 4 chances, but
I don't think the morale of the team would do well as Ronaldo coming off as a sub. Like, we need his cockiness and his like confidence in the team because he's Ronaldo. You know what I mean? And
That's everyone's hero. That's their hero.
He's got to be the man. Maybe play. He needs to play like 60 minutes versus just coming in as a super sub. So he's got to play. But like, if he's not doing it for like 60, 65 minutes, let's get him off. And like, we have
but you know that's not going to happen. Like, you do realize that's never going to happen with Fernand Sanchez as coach. It's just not. They're too tight together. They're too tight to
take him off plays at the time of, if it's just not on. And if we're not smacking Turkey tomorrow, to be honest, we shouldn't even deserve to be in the World Cup.
I agree with that. So
I think Turkey sucks. Like, I really think they're bad. Personally.
So let's get into it. So the people that don't know, if Portugal does win tomorrow, that doesn't guarantee them qualifier. They then would have to play Tuesday against the winner of Italy and North Macedonia. So once again, same thing. If Italy doesn't beat North Macedonia, I mean, that's crazy. So everyone is looking at Tuesday. It's Portugal, Italy. And Josh, where would that game be played? Is that in Portugal? Is that correct?
All of the games are in Porto. Finally, they moved the games up north, where obviously I'm not from Portugal, but that means it's just a tougher place to play. It's more, I don't know, it's more up north. There's bigger travel. Instead of these games have always been played in Lisbon, which kind of don't favor us. But now we changed the games to Porto, so both of those games will be at home for Portugal, which is a huge, massive advantage. Yeah. Obviously, I think for us. I mean, we did play against Serbia at home, right? First of all, we got fucked, obviously, because that ball over the line, fucking unbelievable. The whole ass ball's over a line, and nobody's getting the call.
So let me ask you, Josh. I want to ask the question: that is there just no VAR for qualifiers, or
they did not have it? I don't know why. I didn't really look into that, but yeah, it's fucked.
See, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to not have VAR.
It's maybe the biggest injustice in like football in the last 20 years that Ronaldo might miss out on his last World Cup because of this. Like they qualified, but Not I don't want to say it was stolen, but like they qualified, but it's taken from them.
So then let's get into the other thing. Russia is disqualified from the thing, and now Poland just got a bye. If these dummies were smart, there was a way that they still could have got Portugal and Italy into the fucking World Cup. These dummies.
How do they fuck that up?
They could have used the Russia war thing as like a perfect way to Instead, they just gave Poland the bye.
Let's redraw. Yeah. Why would they have either or? Because Italy has missed the World Cup before. People forget about that.
This will be the second in a row. If they don't make it, it'll be the second in a row.
Yeah, so I'm so confident we're getting by Turkey. I just focus on Italy. I have a lot of thoughts about Italy. I think they're actually flawed in a way.
I saw you. Go ahead, break that down.
They won the Euro Cup, right? And they were really good for a month. But other than that, I think they actually struggled in a lot of their other games in a way. And I don't think they're that dangerous. I don't think they're that good. They just tied Northern Ireland. And if you look at Italy's league, like all the top teams in Italy, their best players are foreign players.
Yep.
If you really look, I could go through the whole top five. Milan is Giroud. They have Leão, Portugal boy. Like, dude, they have these Brazilians. They like Inter has Martinez kid from Argentina. Dzeko is like Bosnia. Like, look, Dybala, Vlahovic, Morata, like all these top players.
And then the best player and Italy's best attacker is going to be out for both games. Is that correct?
Fuck yes. Yep. Now with all our injuries, they got their own, which is, I think, even worse for them because Chiesa is like their best.
Their one game breaker. He's their one game breaker.
By far.
Yeah. So, Josh, can I play devil's advocate really quick?
Yeah.
Italy scares the fucking living shit out of me. And here's why, okay? The Italians, they put that fucking shirt on. I don't know what happens. It doesn't matter who it is, okay? My whole life as a kid, you'd go into these tournaments, you'd be like, all right, who do they really have? They have like one good attacker, one good player, one good defender, whatever. And then at the end, they'd be sitting there in the finals. And you're like, how did they just do it, right? Mm-hmm. And every time you play them, and especially them, Josh, if they get an early goal for this, it's so hard to come back against that fucking team, man. It's so hard. So I hear what you're saying, Josh, and I love it, and I'm with you. I'm just saying my whole life, it's like no matter what happens, that blue shirt goes on those fuckers, and they just figure it out in big games. In big fucking moments, they figure it out.
It's true. Their coach Mancini is a fucking great coach. He gets the best out of their players. But
exactly,
hear me out.
Tactically, they're always very good.
Mancini's a beast. Great coach, dude. Great coach.
Yeah.
What do you think, buddy, about Italy? Do you think they're as good as advertised?
No, I picked against them all Euros. Like I didn't think they would get as far. I knew that I think they were in a hot streak going in, but like I didn't think they were that good. I thought they could have got beat a couple times in that tournament, and then right after it they got beat. Obviously, a few times they're in the same spot Portugal is. I don't they don't scare me unless like what Dave said. Like if they get the first goal, they sit in. It's hard to beat them. It's hard to break them down. But if you make it hard to play against them, they cannot beat you. Like even with Chiesa, who is like undeniably scary,
but he's out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like I'm saying,
us out a lot.
Even if he's there, if you make it hard to play, you keep your.
So here's my worry, though, buddy and Josh. Here's my worry, though. The way that Portugal plays with Fernando Santos as coach, he won't start off that game on the front foot. That's the issue. Like you'll watch that game. That shit's gonna be that shit is 0-0 through like 80 minutes written all fucking over.
That's 0-0 through 115.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Dude. If we're being honest, you know what I mean? Like, so that's the issue. It's like, yeah, we'll have more talent. We have more attacking talent, but it's gonna be this game, especially in a big fucking game like that. You don't want to be the first one that makes the mistake, right? Like that's the issue with those fucking games, those high pressure games. Like that's what it is. So that's what scares me with the Italians. And I mean, I do want to avoid penalties at all costs in both fucking games. Like, get the fuck out of here. I hate that.
You can't be doing that. Not against Turkey, but Italy, if you look at it, Dave, I'm telling you, they are
Josh, I agree.
Flawed. They're a little flawed in a way. They have Chiesa out. Don't forget, in the Euro Cup, they had that guy Spinazzola, who was playing left back. That was like the Roberto Carlos that just came out of nowhere. He's out. He tore his Achilles. He's not playing.
Okay.
Donnarumma is on PSG. He's out over here fighting with his teammates, not even playing every other third game to Navas. What has he been doing? Not really been playing well. I'm not really scared of him.
So what you're saying is, Josh, as like going into it, Portugal has a talent advantage for sure in that game.
I think so right now. I mean, I think Italy's going to have the stronger midfield by far because of our losses. We're not having Sanchez for the Italy game is awful because that kid likes to bang. He can run.
Bang.
Reuben Neves is the same type of player. He likes to get stuck in. He's out. And they have this kid. They have Tonali. They have Verratti. They have Jorginho. It's pretty.
Jorginho in the middle of that field is
Kelly too. If he's still playing in that six there.
Yeah, dude. They have Verratti, Barella.
Yeah.
They're not
so
bad.
Midfield. So midfield is scary. That midfield is scary. That's where it's going to be. I do think this. Here's my prediction going into it. I think Ronaldo does what he's done before. His ego's too big to miss this World Cup. He pulls off some shit in both games. I think he shuts up a lot of haters. I just think Ronaldo kind of goes off. I just feel like in Portugal too, I think the advantage of playing in Portugal both games is going to be huge.
I think there's what they play Wednesday and Tuesday or Thursday.
No, they play tomorrow and
Tuesday.
Yeah, yep. I think there's no way they don't play Tuesday, but I don't know what happens then.
Look at Josh. Josh all fired up.
I'm ready. I'm confident, dude. Honestly, I'm really confident. Fun fact: Ronaldo has never scored against Turkey, Italy, and North Macedonia. That's a wild stat. And look who's up.
That's gonna change.
The writing is on the wall. I feel like Ronaldo 2.0. What he did to Sweden, he's going to do it at Italy. He's going to just fuck him right in the ass.
So buddy, you're not going to want to hear this, but I think who has the quickest hook? I think who Fernando Santos doesn't trust the most. I think is Bruno Fernandes. I think it's Bruno Fernandes.
Because
I think you're going to
pull him. You can pull him for Vitinha.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're going to
player of the year in Portugal is on fire right now. You got to give the kid a chance.
So I'm saying that I'd watch out for that because I think that with he's never really done a lot for Santos. Santos has tried playing him. There have been times where it'd be like, why does he play Bruno Fernandes? And he just never really falls in love with him. So I think that's a guy right there that if you're going to see a move made, it's Bruno Fernandes who'll get the quickest hook.
Him and Ronaldo have proven like at times that they can play together, but they're the same player, dude. Like they have not the same player. Like obviously Ronaldo's the greatest player of all time.
They want to run into the same space
all the time. It's United's biggest problem. Everybody's clumped up, and now and you see it a lot for Portugal too. And they get stagnant, and then there's no way to get out.
Yep. So I think that's the thing you got to look out for. I think Bruno Fernandes is the one sub that I think Fernando Santos would make quickly if things aren't going well. If they he might go with two strikers at that point, and like you said, buddy, drop Bernard Silva into that underneath role.
Especially with Silva being especially with Silva being in form right now. When Bruno was in form, but when Bruno was in form, he would pull Bruno for that.
Yeah, for sure. And Josh, did Andre Silva make this team? How's he playing over in Germany?
Yeah, he did make it. I mean, he's not in the greatest form, I would say, but the kid's. I mean, he's more than like ready. I feel like if he got the chance. But Ronaldo, like if the game goes to extra time, do you see him playing like 110?
Yeah, because he's penalty kicks. Because at that point,
like does he have to stay in because in case we go to PKs?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think
he is the only way PK taker.
I think the only way it doesn't happen is if they're like up 1-0, take him out, and then they concede. Like I think that's the only way he doesn't take a PK at the end.
Exactly.
Because if Bruno's not playing well, then you can kind of move Bernardo into that role, and now you have the opportunity to bring on Leon, Felix, Gonzalo Diaz. Those are like, you know, I mean, I think those guys are coming in.
Those are real options.
Rafa Silva,
he didn't make it.
Fast as fuck.
Yeah, but he's not on the team. Rafa didn't.
Rafa didn't make it?
No.
Oh shit, that's my bad. I thought he made it. I thought I saw his name on there. My bad.
No, I mean, unless I'm wrong, I don't
No,
know.
you're probably
Rafa, dude. Shout out to Rafa, just scored an unbelievable goal. Dude. That was crazy.
Yeah. All right, so let's turn it a little bit. We also have Thursday at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow, we're recording this Wednesday night at 10 p.m. after the Portugal-Turkey game in the afternoon. You have USA Mexico in Mexico. There's not a lot of like hype for this one and drama because I think both teams are clearly probably going to make it. They both got out of their last round of games with enough points to pretty much avoid not being in the top three. But whenever these two teams play, it's always obviously a huge rivalry. USA dealing with a couple of injuries. I'm hearing that Gio Reyna might make an appearance though in this.
He's going to play for sure.
He's playing for sure? Okay.
It looks like he's definitely playing.
He played 90 minutes this weekend, I think.
Okay. So I think Josh, you brought his name up earlier. No Weston McKennie, though. He's going to be out for a few months, right? He got hurt with Juventus.
Bro, broke his ankle, right? Broken ankle.
Killer, dude.
Killer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think, broke a metatarsal, I think, yeah.
Yeah, awful.
So it's once again, it's like the USA can't get those 6 guys all healthy at the same time. It seems like it's crazy. We've never seen the MMA, as we called it before, the Mensa, who was it? McKinney and Adams, together with Reyna and Pulisic, and obviously I think Ricardo Pepe. I also saw that Aronson is out as well, 2 to 4 weeks. He's not in this qualifier.
Yeah.
So Josh, who's the MLS guy that this dickhead is going to start that's going to piss us all off?
Oh my God, I think Buddy's boy. We're going to play that kid Luca. I think he's definitely going to play. He has to play, I think, with Musa and Adams.
Yep. That's what I thought the same midfield.
And I think unless Gio doesn't play, because I think they're going to do, if I was him, I would do that kid Jordan, P how do you say his name?
Oh, P Falk.
Yeah. P Falk.
The young boy striker.
Yep.
Josh Sargent didn't even make the team. That was odd to me when I felt like
he's not scoring goals in England.
Yeah, bro. He fucking brought Jordan Morris. Like,
I know.
Dude, this guy loves his MLS guys. He fucking loves he's the Fernando Santos, the American Fernando Santos. Like,
I almost understand.
When he liked you for life.
I almost understand the Jordan Morris because when he was at Swansea, he was on fire, but he tore his ACL and he's not that guy right now. Like he's taking a spot over somebody like scoring goals in England. I don't like it. There's plenty of things I don't get. Christian Roldan, 31 appearances for the U.S. national team, 0 goals. He offers nothing.
Nothing.
It's like embarrassing. Like I'd rather see Giassi go out there and try than Christian Roldan go out there and do what he gives.
Areola, Morris, Pepe is even there, and Pepe hasn't done much, but I guess you just got to bring him because he's an option. That kid Jesus Ferreira actually scored a hat trick this past weekend.
He didn't even make the squad though, right?
MLS. He's here in the picture that I'm looking at from the team. He is here. But Aronson is in here too, and he's not. I'm
going off what BMD said, so maybe I'm wrong. You know what I saw, Josh? I don't know what you think about this. They were talking to Gio Reyna about Weston being out, and he said that that's actually his favorite position there. So I don't know if he's saying that because maybe he would get a shot, but I wouldn't mind seeing him as part of that 3 with Musa and Adams, and then you can change some of the attacking options up top. But again, knowing Greg, it'd probably be
because that's what I'm saying, buddy. I actually agree with Gio. I don't think Gio is like a natural sort of like striker, sort of like goal scorer person. I think he's a connector in the midfield.
Yeah, like his dad, dude.
Yeah,
kind of like a combining the team because you still have Weah, Pulisic, Jordan, Reyna in the middle with Musa
I think
and Adams.
Weah has to start. Weah's been the best player for this team for the last couple of months.
Yeah,
he's definitely going to play. It's going to be Weah and Pulisic out wide. It's whoever plays the number 9. That's up for who knows? But Weah and Pulisic will definitely play. Oh my god, that's what they're going to do. Oh my god.
What do you think it will be, buddy? What do you think the lineup will be?
I think it's going to be I don't know who the number 9 will be, but I think it'll be Pulisic and Weah up top. Then Gio, where he says he wants to play in the McKinney role with Musa and Adams.
That's a lineup that I've been seeing.
Yeah. Then I don't know. I don't know maybe the defense perfectly because no Serginho Dest. US has got their own injuries as well. That hurts big time. But I think we'll see. Obviously, Anthony Robinson out wide. He's got that left spot down. Walker Zimmerman's gonna play.
Miles Robinson.
Yeah, Miles Robinson's gonna play for sure. And then I guess I don't know who will play right back because they don't.
I think Yedlin. He's got the experience. He's got the experience.
Playing like shit for Inter Miami though.
No, but especially in Mexico though, you just want somebody to go out there and thump, dude.
Yeah,
you don't have Serginho, but I like Yedlin. But who would you play in net? Because it's got to be Stefan to me, but he might play Horvath, the other kid. I don't know, but I'm
a Horvath believer, dude. I love him, dude. I think Zach Steffen's better with the build up and stuff. Horvath, I think, has a little bit of that Matt Turner in him where you can't really De Gea can't really play the ball so much. But I love Ethan Horvath, dude. I'm a big believer. He saved them in the Nations League. Of course, it's just Nations League. It's not a big deal. He saves them there. I think he's been really good at Nottingham Forest. It took Horvath 3 stars. It took him too long to get the start. It's not on him. It's the manager sticking with this guy. What are you going to do? It took Horvath 3 starts to win the job in Nottingham Forest. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's second division team in England, playing pretty well. I
also like this spot for the U.S. because I think that the U.S. this team especially plays better when they're dogs, when they're not favored. I think especially with Weah and Pulisic's speed out wide, they can easily hit Mexico on a counterattack or two. Obviously, I think Mexico's going to have most of the possession, but if the USA especially can get that early goal with Pulisic or Weah, hit them on the quick counter. I mean, this team's fast. Musa, Adams, these are fast fucking guys. You hit them quick, you can get them.
Musa's so strong too. He carried that ball maybe not yet, but he's gonna get a huge transfer in his life to England if he stays on this trajectory and stuff. He's so strong with that.
He looks good.
I know. My brother the first time he sees him, he's like, I hate this kid. I'm like, bro, trust me. I'm like, it's there, dude. Just trust me, dude. He's so nasty.
He's a good. I would play Stefan, Zimmerman, Miles Robinson, Antoine Robinson, Yedlin, Adams, Musa. Maybe I would do Luca Del Torre, Gio, Pulisic, and Weah, and not really play a striker. Maybe.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
Play a false 9.
A false 9, with somebody. Figure it out. Somebody will be a forward. But at least you'll have Gio. We miss Weston big in this game. He's our man. He's the main guy. But luckily we have Pep. Dude, without Weston, we still have. You can still kind of do a little bit of.
It's the most depth the United States has ever had at top level talent. It's not even.
We talked about it a few weeks ago, on this podcast, obviously, or on the show, but obviously Josh wasn't on. Josh, who do you think is the USA's most important player? Do you think it's McKinney?
Yeah, for sure, McKinney. I think the most underrated player, I might have tweeted this before, is this kid Zimmerman. I think he's nasty. Yeah. I honestly think he's really, really good. And he's one of our better ones we've had recently, and he complements the other one well. And Antoine Robinson, the left back kid, is
so good at Fulham right now.
Dude, he's a beast. He's really, really good. He's legit. We have some options.
So Walker Zimmerman, how old is he?
I don't know.
25, I think.
I'll have to take a look, but dude, he's
because everyone talks about him as being a career MLS player because
28
because he's too old to make that jump. That's what I'm saying. But he's been that's what I'm saying, Josh. He's so solid.
I didn't know.
I read somewhere where it's he's the perfect. I read an article where it said he's the perfect MLS player because he's too old now to go to Europe. He's set where he is, but he's absolutely elite in MLS. Elite.
Dude.
You say that, but I saw him and Miles Robinson were or damn, maybe it was just Miles Robinson, not because he's much younger. Fuck, but they're getting scouted for England teams, England clubs because they play Mikel Antonio, and okay, he scored a wonder goal, but they played Mikel Antonio and nullified him.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I
I
think
like
what
him.
it's looking at is like you're 28. What are you going to offer as an English team that's going to really make the MLS needle move like for these teams? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. But like, say,
he's still-
okay, say, I mean, it's like a year late, like, but say Norwich comes up again and they need a center back. Why not get a center back for 3 years? Like, and then if you're him, you could still play there for a few more, then come
Yeah.
back home, make some money in MLS. Like, why not?
Yeah, I just read that. Like, what got me is that he was 28. So that's why I was asking you guys. I wanted to make sure I had that. But yeah, he's
Ross,
28 years old, and he has been him and Robinson especially together. I mean, who is it? Who's the guy that plays in England that doesn't even sniff it anymore? John, the guy in England,
Just Tim Ream.
Tim Ream, Brooks in Germany doesn't even sniff it anymore.
That doesn't make any sense to me. The John Brooks thing.
Yeah.
He
He should be an option. He should be like a third option.
Exactly. I know I'm just stealing a take from dispossessed cranks, but like he gives something like that no other center back like in America can give them, and that's like somebody who can move the ball going forward. He can carry the ball. He can make passes. He's bigger than everybody. We've seen him in the World Cup score big headers, score
goals. Big headers.
Yep,
I think it's got to be something with the coach. Like I heard
something gotta be.
He's like I mean, this is obviously kind of like a little like I can't speak for him, but it's a little bit over the top where he's like, my American identity is at stake, dude. They're like taking it from me, and I'm like, that's like a little extra, but like he obviously fucked up, but like, how can you not let him back? Weston McKennie fucked Kristen Pulisic's sister, and like they let him back.
Yeah, and especially like I said, as like a bench option. Like, how's this dude not on the bench? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you start in Germany. Are you not on the bench? And then and then Chris Richards, right?
Yep. No, he's good. I talked to BMD today. He wanted me to talk about Cameron Carter-Vickers because he's playing so well at Celtic right now.
Another one.
Totally like no chance.
Another Say that name again, buddy. Say that name again.
Cameron Carter-Vickers. Excuse me.
Okay, what position?
Center back.
Okay.
As well. Okay.
I think he came up from Tottenham. I think if I'm thinking of the
dude, I'm telling you, I don't remember in my lifetime this much like high-end European talent like on the bench. Like can't even see the team. Back in the day, if you played in Europe, you were basically guaranteed to start for the United States of America.
What about the two kids on Valencia, the T1, Houseman, Bucio, and the other one? This is like a lefty, the tall kid, Tausman, something like that.
Oh, Trausman, right?
Trausman. He's like a big, tall, left-footed center mid kid. He's playing in Serie A.
Yeah,
I know.
Not even coming. And there's that kid on Middlesbrough too. I think I mentioned him last time. Florian something. He's like
Balogun.
Balogun. He's an Arsenal player on Middlesbrough on loan, and he reminds me of like a Tim Weah.
Torchman United, dude.
And he looks good, and he could be American. Could play for us.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like maybe he's not at the level like truly to make this squad, but like he's somebody I think he did declare for like America, but like that's somebody if he's on the fence and like he'd come to camp, like you go to camp, dude. Like Argentina's doing that now with like a United U23 kid. I think the kid's 17, excuse me. Garnacho. He's lighting up the reserve division, but like he could play for Spain, so they're like Argentina's like, no, you got to come to camp. So he's gonna sit on the bench for these, like, I don't know if there's important games right now in Cotton Bowl, but
bring him.
So I've been saying this. I mean, I think we're at the point where like we just started taking like USA in a World Cup would be a date like could win. Like honestly, God, I'm getting there. I'm getting there talent wise because usually before it's like you need depth. If someone goes down, you got to have another piece there. Like I don't know if we're all the way there at every position, but we're getting there where it's like, okay, if this guy misses some time, it's not the end of the world. You have this guy like ready to go. You know what I mean? And that's where the top end teams in the world, that's where it is. Like you look at Portugal, it's like you have a João Felix who can't start. You have a this who can't start. That's never happened for USA. Like that's never been the case. And we're starting to get there. We really, really, really are.
And those points you make are like exactly why these next 3 games are so important, because they need to go to Qatar to win the World Cup in America. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's obviously kind of not going to happen. But if they have any fucking chance, they have to go to Qatar. They have to play tough games. They have to get beat up. They have to get punched in the mouth so that when they come back home and they don't have to qualify, it's not going to be hard to get in. They're in They're in it. Like they're not like they'll be ready. If they go
buddy, you're not wrong. So this group has never played like in a World Cup state. They've never played. They've never played this group.
They need to can't happen what we did with Trinidad and Tobago. That shit can't happen again where we got to win to get in. Like, no.
Yeah.
We got Mexico, Panama, and then Costa Rica in a row. 3 of the toughest games probably. But Canada's got Costa Rica next game as well. They play them tomorrow. See what happens. We just can't lose, man. We can't lose at Mexico. If we get a point and we get a draw, see you later. I'll be so happy. On to Panama. Let's go.
I think USA scores first. They get a point, and they get a point tomorrow.
I'll be happy with a point. It's gonna be a tough game. Mexico's a tough team.
If you take 4 out of the first 6 points, you're pretty safe.
We're done. We need 4 points, basically.
4 points, and you're in the top 3. It doesn't matter. You finish third, you still get to go through. It doesn't matter.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, but you don't want to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, you don't. Well, that's 4th. You could 4th is the playoff. You don't want to.
You don't want to land there, dude. We don't want to land there. Panama's probably the only team that's going to catch us. You know what I mean? So going there, beating them, you're done. You're in. Especially if we draw tomorrow.
And then Costa Rica.
And that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, even if you have a bad, I'm sorry, but even if you have a bad game, the Mexico game, or you lose, or you don't get that point, you can't be like, oh my god, like
we'll be all right. We got to beat Panama.
Yeah, you guys still have other games that you have to. We can't solely focus on Mexico. Exactly. Like, it's not the end of the world.
I was shaking my head because of like how scary the last game at Costa Rica again is. Like, if you go there needing something, you're not gonna fucking get it. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, what if we do it though? What if we end up doing it? What if we go to Costa Rica and just like win 3-0? That'd be awesome,
dude.
Why not?
They have the talent. They have the talent. It's just these CONCACAF road games are always fucking tricky, man. Like they're just always tricky, dude.
The fields are gross, dude.
Fields are gross. They're blaring horns at 3:30 in the morning in your hotel room, fucking chucking rocks at you at corner kicks. Like, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, but the competition is what it is. If we're complaining about this, what are we going to complain about if we get to the World Cup? Like,
I hear you. These kids, they gotta battle through, and like Buddy said, they've got to play on that World Cup stage. They have to see what it feels like, see what the difference is in level and all that stuff. They have to make this round. They have to make this round. So, all right. So let's see this last few minutes, boys. Anything that's happened in the world of soccer last few weeks that you guys want to touch up on? There's one thing that I want to bring up, and I brought it up last show, and I'm going to keep bringing it up because it's fucking not talked about enough. We've been talking about the death of Ronaldo, people saying Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. The guy still has like 15 goals in 30 games or 15 goals in 28 games or whatever the case may be. You have PSG, fucking Messi misses a penalty kick in Champions League that would have got them through. The guy's one fucking goal, all right, in fucking France. Neymar's drunk every morning at practice. Neymar's drunk every morning at practice from what I'm reading, okay? That guy's a mess. What the fuck is going on at PSG? And why does Messi not get any hate for like the situation that's unfolding over there? If that was Ronaldo, guys, if the roles were reversed, Twitter would be ablaze if Ronaldo's done.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Ronaldo does it to himself, obviously, with like the way he is, takes his shirt off all the time and shit like that. Messi's just like more of a low key guy, so I think he gets that free pass.
He gets a free pass. He's getting a free pass. Like, what an awful year for $40 million a year player. Fucking an awful year.
Like, so Ronaldo gets that hate, and I like Josh says, it probably invites it on himself.
Yeah, it brings it.
Still best player of all time. If he's playing at United, they're fucking a trash heap this year. I said they would win the league or could win the league. They're trash. They're like the worst thing I've ever seen. But like, but he still scores big goals there. Like, nobody's saying, "Oh, somebody come save Ronaldo." All I see on fucking like, okay, it's Instagram. It's like a younger crowd, I guess. Maybe I don't fucking know. But like, all I see on Instagram is like people saying, like, Xavi, go save Messi, like, bring him back. Sure. Like, nobody says that shit about Ronaldo. No one's like
the guy finally left the Barcelona. He left the umbrella that's Barcelona, and he's falling apart.
You got exposed
on a great team that has some players. I don't know. I saw a thing where like the top 13 out of the 15 paid players in the French league are all on PSG.
They have all the money.
What they do is not even fair, and they win their league. This is what happens: they win their league so early that, like, by the time the serious Champions League games are here, they're like not even in a serious league and not even playing like week to week like they are in England. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, those teams are in playing all game. This French league is like they're up by like 15 points, 10 points. It's already over. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they get ready for these games and they lose. And Messi did miss that PK against Madrid in the first game that nobody talks about.
I just brought it up.
Not many people do. If he scores that, it's 2-0, right?
Yeah.
I will say it's
2-0.
It's a bad time to be on the Kylian Mbappe's overrated train.
Okay, absolutely, buddy. I needed to bring that up. Phil, the thing is, Phil has taken over the mantle. Shout out Philly Forklifts. He's taken over the mantle in Josh's brain about Mbappe overrated. But Josh, don't ever forget Buddy started it. Don't ever forget.
Buddy
Don't ever
mentioned it,
forget.
and I was shocked when he first mentioned it. But
John,
Yeah.
I never seen somebody get so hot on Twitter. I'm like, geez. I was like,
I love
look at that
Mbappe.
snake.
I love Mbappe.
So,
I
but
love
and
Mbappe.
I'm gonna give Buddy a shout out too, real quick. Jaden Sancho doesn't stink. I've
So,
come around on Jaden Sancho.
He's the only
He's
hope
gonna
they
be
have.
he's gonna be a
With
good player.
Ronaldo.
He's gonna be a very good player. Yeah,
Nah.
I've come around. Marcus Rashford stinks. I don't know what's happening with that. He's bad.
Poor kid. He
He's
might need to
fucking
leave.
bad.
He should go for a little bit, like to another club.
Yeah, he needs a lower club. He needs to go figure that out. But
Yeah.
like
He's been
Sancho's
through
the
a
real
lot,
deal.
yeah.
Sancho's the real deal. I was wrong on that. Buddy,
He
I'll
always was, dude. At Dortmund, he was amazing. But he
Yeah.
had Haaland serving, nice guy.
I'll
to
say
feed.
the thing about Rashford for sure, he needs like a loan or to go somewhere. Like it doesn't matter to me if he wants to move on. Like let him go. I'm not like attached to him. It's like he's he's a Manc kid, so like people like them, and like he's supposed to stick around and stuff. But like, I don't get like how like some of the shit he does, dude. Like they bring him on against Athletic. He's like the most useless player. Like he makes Harry Maguire look useful sometimes.
You guys aren't united. Like, man, your team name is Manchester United, but you guys actually aren't united together as a team, Like, I don't think like you guys like each other sometimes, and it's just weird, and it's just weird.
When you see like that overhead, like, and I know like probably better than anybody, like the way you lose the ball and then you see all the teams like with fucking City, all the guys like move to the
they're
ball.
moving in concert in unison. Yeah.
No, but when you turn the ball over, like when you make a mistake and you give away the ball, everybody attacks the ball. Everybody's together. That doesn't happen for United. One guy challenges, Harry Maguire runs backwards. If Wan-Bissaka, who's out of form, doesn't make a last ditch tackle, or Varane doesn't save, or like De Gea doesn't have like another like top drawer save, it's over for.
I think someone described it, buddy. It might have been you, and if it is you, top draw to you.
Maybe
Harry Maguire is perfect for national team games because you play slow plotting teams, and he's perfect for that sort of game. You put him in the Premier League where there's space and people do attack you, he's fucked.
that was totally me.
Okay.
So
that's why
great call.
No, because that to Josh's point, these guys they go play Wales. Say both of them, they have 3 practices together. They go play each other Thursday. There's not the continuity where people are attacking you, and you see as the level gets higher, Harry Maguire gets like worse and worse. And like in the Premier League, you can't be a passenger at center back. You can't be hidden.
You can't be hidden in the Premier League. You cannot
be a passenger at number 9. Like if you're Ronaldo and like hang around and score a wonder goal and stuff, you're not hanging on.
And
there.
especially in that league, when the middle table teams will spend a fucking $100 million on their attack, and they're in 8th or 9th place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there's no one. It's not like Benfica when we'll go play Estrela da Amadora and it's like, all right, our guy isn't the best today. It's like, fuck it, we're playing Estrela da Amadora, everything will be okay. Like there's really no teams in the Premier League you can hide against. Like you look at a team and you go, holy shit, that striker, he scored 20 goals last year. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I feel bad for Harry Maguire because if he did what Lukaku did and went to Inter Milan, everybody would blow him again. They'd say how great he is and they'd say he's one of the best center backs in the world. And like you see what happens with players who aren't up to the pace of the Premier League. Lukaku at United, awful. Goes to Inter Milan, lights the world on fire. Goes back to Chelsea, he can't crack the starting lineup.
Timo Werner too. Timo Werner's kind of been an awful player for Chelsea recently.
And let's talk about Pulisic. What's going on there with him? Like, what do you guys think he needs to move to?
So good.
A lot of them might end up moving on. What if he goes to like Liverpool? And actually, no, that's
there's too much depth
there.
Yeah,
too much depth there.
He's so
Chelsea's
good right now.
Perfect kind of spot for him right now. Maybe Tottenham if they need it, or Arsenal. I don't know.
I know, especially if they let them move in England. I guess that's what they.
I like Pulisic at Arsenal personally. I like the coach. Yeah. I like Arteta. I like the way he plays. I think Pulisic would fit that system perfectly. I think Tuchel at Chelsea just plays a little too defensive for my liking, and it's counterattack.
I hate when he's.
If they make top 4, Arsenal, Pulisic stays in Champions League, goes to top 4.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, especially if Arsenal make it. If they make it.
I hate. So I know we said it before, but I hate when Tuchel like kind of wastes Pulisic as like the false 9 there. Like I feel like he's like never involved when it happens there. I think for the US, like he kind of sprouts up a little bit more and he's around more, but he just like when he
Well,
plays
it's
that
different
false
when you're
nine,
playing
it
El
doesn't work.
Salvador than when you're playing fucking,
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
fucking Man City, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You hear the stat about Pulisic? He has the same amount of goals in the Champions League for Chelsea as Eden Hazard.
Yeah, dude. And people like
Dude,
shit
that
out
guy's
whatever.
still
Yeah.
alive. That guy's still alive. I
Dude,
saw a
hey.
stat with Eden Hazard hasn't played a Clasico since he signed with Real Madrid.
6 years, no minutes.
That's
No, not
crazy.
6 games. 6
6
games.
games,
Sorry.
3 years, 3 years.
3 years,
Yeah,
6
Unbelievable.
games, no minutes.
No minutes in a Clasico. That's
Bro.
insane.
It's just
What a bad signing.
Like people give it like, okay, Harry Maguire is probably the worst transfer. Like since he moved, he's probably the worst transfer.
Chelsea robbed them and
Yeah.
won a Champions League.
Oh my God, Eden Hazard is so bad.
Bad.
That's it's an awful transfer.
Yeah,
Like,
the Hazard would like at least with Gareth Bale. Like, all right, Real Madrid won Champions Leagues with him. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, he decided he wanted to play golf.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He won them a couple Champions.
He's a
Leagues.
legend. To me, a legend. Like
Yeah.
Neymar and
But I think
Barca, a little bit, both legends for me.
Yeah,
I think it was like Zidane more had no use for him than like he's out of the team, so he's like, all right, well then I care about golf. Fuck it.
yeah. What'd you guys think about that? I think Xavi is doing what he does. I think he's going to be a great coach for them. I really do.
Unbelievable. He changed the locker room. He definitely changed them.
The last time we did a show, Barcelona.
Buddy, you called it. Yeah.
And now Xavi's back, and I can't believe it. I really can't. But
Madrid season was they just got off a really big back-to-back, games against PSG. They were a little tired. They did play a game before that. No Benzema.
They know they're up 12 points.
Barcelona didn't have Fati either. You know what I'm saying? They're up fucking 12 points anyways. The league is over now. Like, La Liga's over in December. Now all of a sudden fucking Barcelona cares. Barcelona fans care about the league when March is almost over and we're up 12 points and they're playing in the Europa League still. Like, come on.
But I will say that there was a couple shows ago, I think in like December, January, I said I thought it was going to take Barcelona a couple of years to turn this around. And with him now as coach and his tactics, they've gotten a younger sort of generation. I think they'll be back next year to battling for that top spot.
Yeah. I'm very happy he changed his tone on like Dest too, because when he came in, he did not like Sergio Dest.
And Barca fans were hating on him. Barca fans were hating on our boy, dude. Like talking shit about him, telling him to get out. Same thing with like Dembele. They were booing him, telling him to get out, and now they're like kind of key pieces.
Well, I mean, Dembele was collecting a paycheck without doing nothing.
He has good now.
Have you seen his stats since like Xavi came in? He's scored 11 goals or been involved in 11 goals. He's unbelievable right now.
Dude, so guys, that's what I try to tell people all the time, man. It's a lot of it. Like it's where you end up. It's coaching, it's system. It's a lot of it, man. A lot of it, dude. Yeah, Marcus Rashford could go to another team next year and blow up and score 20 fucking goals.
100%,
like,
yeah.
You know, like it's just the way. Like it's a lot of times it's confidence and like the system that you're playing in, and confident in the system. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a good spot to end it, boys.
Yep.
Anything else before we go?
No. Nope. What'd you think about Benfica Liverpool draw? Are we fucked or we fucked?
Oh, we're fucked, dude. I mean, we're fucked. I mean, dude, Josh, I was happy to make the quarterfinals, man. I'm good, dude. Like, come on. It's like, let's be realistic.
What's the quarterfinal stat you said to me that you sent me? I didn't even respond. It hurt.
Liverpool, Benfica's out.
Yeah, no. Do you remember, Dave?
No, I don't remember. Oh, no, I do remember. Benfica's made more quarterfinals in the Champions League in the last 10 years than Manchester United. Toma.
But
all right, that's a good place to end it. Let's go Portugal tomorrow. Hopefully Tuesday, go USA. Check us out now, guys, on Apple, on Spotify. Please go follow us. Share with your friends. So you'll be able to, if you want to watch a video, you can do YouTube. But now we also are audio. So if you want to just listen to us as well, you can go that route. So we appreciate you guys. Shout out AJ Ribeiro, really pushing us to go do the audio version. He's been busting the ass for the last couple of weeks. So he's a real one. We just want to thank everyone for listening. We're definitely going to start churning out a lot more of these, hopefully once a week. All right. So you guys have a great night. Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
See ya. Go Portugal.